name is Melissa Valentine. Welcome to Lavana Soaps. In this video, I'll be making a charcoal swirl soap. I'm going to be doing an in the pot swirl, just keeping it simple. Okay, so first off, I'm melting my cocoa butter down in my lye solution with the heat transfer method. This time I'm just starting with the cocoa butter and then I'll add the other oils, because I need my lye water kind of hot to get these cocoa butter chips melted down. Alright, I got the cocoa butter melted down, so now I'm going to add my coconut oil. Alright, so all the hard oils are good and melted. So let me add my liquid oils and stir, stir, stir by hand. Everything's mixed together now. So I'm going to take a stick blender to this and get it past emulsion, maybe to a somewhat thick trace, but not too thick. And then right here I've got the colors. This is charcoal and it's mixed with a little bit of olive oil. This is titanium dioxide mixed with olive oil. So what I'm going to do is, after I stick blend this for a minute or so, I'm going to borrow some of this batter, put it in here, and mix it to blend it better with the batter. Then I'll add it to some to these two larger cups. I'll have my regular base in here and I'll have black in here. Alright, so in we go with the stick mixer. Tap it to get the air bubbles out. You always want to mix by hand more than you actually stick blend, because you don't want to over trace, especially with a swirl design like this one. But at the same time, I don't really want it to be too thin, because it will over mix and then it won't really look like a swirl. So you can see little trails in there that look a little bit darker. That means the oil hasn't fully emulsified yet. Alright, I'm going to pour a little bit of my batter in here. Not much, just enough to loosen it up. I'm going to take my little tool here and mix this all together. And that is such a no-no. I should have gone lightest to darkest, but that's okay. I can wipe this off with a paper towel. Okay, now we're going to mix up our white. Ooh, I love those swirls. And this is just gonna, like I said, we're gonna divvy up the rest of the batter. Some of it will get the black mixed into it, and some of it will get the white mixed in. And that'll just make the colors a little more vivid. I'm only gonna put about maybe a third of my batter, or maybe a quarter of the batter into here. And that will be used for the contrasting black color. So we're going to dump that in. Oops, my spatula is stuck. Okay, let's just scrape this out and get as much of it in there as we can. I really want one of those little miniature rubber spatulas. They don't sell them anywhere around here. I'm going to have to order one online, but I need to get one. Now I don't want this to be an insanely dark black color, because it tends to turn, I'm looking for more of like a dark grayish, because when it's too dark it does tend to turn your suds and the water you rinse with black. Now some people like that, but me, I don't know. I think it looks kind of like your skin was dirtier than what it really is when the water is a dingy gray color and the suds are also a dingy gray color. Everybody is different. Alright, now let's get the white into this larger portion here. I did make a little more of that because I knew I was going to be putting it in a slightly larger tub. It doesn't look that different now, but after it sets up overnight, it does look a lot lighter. This is just a very yellow looking batter because of the cocoa butter and the olive oil. So I'm going to try to keep this swirl as simple as possible. by just sort of pouring a blob on this side and then pouring a blob on that side. I'm sorry, I'm blocking your view, but you get the idea. Just gonna scrape this out. And I am not gonna stir this because, again, I don't want to overblend. I want it to just form its own natural swirls as I pour it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour to one side and then just let it fall where it may. Oops, I almost went over the edge. And now I'm just making a little zigzag pattern on top. The top a little bit of interest. Okay, it's been about 24 hours. We are going to cut our charcoal swirl. So I'm going to trim a little bit off the edge to get rid of the marks there. And I'm loving the swirl we got. That's so cute. Always wipe off the wire when you're doing a new cut. You don't want drag marks on your soap. I always say with swirls, every cut is different. Very pretty. Okay, that is it for my charcoal swirl video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and click that bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Have an amazing day.